Hey guys, let's discuss today's set of questions. And the first questions about palm oil production and which is the world's largest producer of palm oil. Well, the largest producer of palm oil in the world is Indonesia, as you all know. And this is a commodity that's pretty much in use for all the wrong reasons. Now, why? Why wrong reasons? Because Indonesia recently banned its export and the fact that palm oil goes into practically everything. Now, how? Let me give you a low dope on this. You see this flower here? You see this fruit here? This is called the palm oil fruit. Now, the mesocarp of that, which is a reddish pulp you see there. It is basically pounded and oil is extracted from it. This oil goes into a lot of things, like it goes into our edible oil, cooking oil actually. uh, then beauty products, like you have the shampoos, you have soap bars. All these products contain palm oil. Okay, now the foamy that you get when of course, I may not be using shampoos but when we use shampoos and all, we get a foam, and that foam is a product of this palm oil. Okay, and it's also used as a biofuel. So beauty products, biofuel, and cooking oil. Now, considering that it has multiple uses, lot of uses, its demand is always there. And Indonesia is the world's largest producer of cooking oil. But there are reasons why the prices of cooking oil, I mean palm oil, have increased. Just before that, let me tell you what are the top three producers of palm oil. You could write this: top three producers of palm oil. One, Indonesia. Two, Malaysia. Indonesia. Two, Malaysia. Three, Nigeria. Now, Nigeria, as you know, is in Africa, so that makes Nigeria the biggest producer of palm oil in Africa. Okay. Now, Indonesia imposed a ban because back in Indonesia, there was this huge rise in local price, local availability took a hit because a lot of the stuff that Indonesia was producing was being exported. And ladies and gentlemen, India is the world's biggest importer of edible oil. The world's biggest importer of edible oil. Till recently it was China, but China's consumption and all these things have suffered a great deal. So India currently is the world's leading producer of cooking oil. Um, you know, Indonesia felt that a lot of the export of this is reducing the quantity available for domestic consumption. That led to a rise in the price of domestic goods, cooking oil and all. So that also had a cascade impact. So if you are, if you're a hotel guy, let's say, yeah, or you are, let's say you're a hotel guy, you would need cooking oil to produce stuff, and that stuff would, cost more. That also began to eat into the people's quality of life. If you were using cooking oil, if you were using palm oil in production of some, as a raw material in production of something, the cost of production had increased because of an increase in the price of palm oil. That would mean that you would charge more, and overall prices have increased. Inflation in Indonesia has also increased. This led to the government of Indonesia banning its exports. Apart from the fact that there has been a shortage from Indonesia, supply of palm oil in the global market, Malaysia's home production has suffered a great deal. Domestic production in Malaysia had decreased. So, one, export ban in Indonesia. Two, decrease in the production of palm oil in Malaysia, two of the largest producers, has meant that the global supply of palm oil has decreased. Consequently, the prices have increased. And it isn't helped that there is a war that's happening in Ukraine, between Russia and that part of the world. So there is all sorts of things, have come together to make a great impact, a negative impact on the people around the world. So This also has a bad impact. The consumption of cooking oil like palm oil always has a negative impact on health. Palm oil contains palmitic acid. This acid leads to a rise in bad cholesterol, LDL. It leads to a jump in bad cholesterol, which is always bad for health. Um, you know, Bad cholesterol also leads to a lot of cardiovascular diseases, heart disease, and all that. So overall, ghee is much better than oil any given day. Trust me. Okay, you could read this, but you could read more about this. But it is true that ghee is much better than any kind of oil. But then ghee is more expensive than oil, and it's not that it's easy to buy because it's expensive actually. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia is the world's largest producer of cooking oil. Now, one more thing I would like to tell you is that the large scale production of palm oil has also led to deforestation, especially in the equatorial forests of Indonesia and Malaysia. As you know, Indonesia is on the equator, so there's huge density of forests, but forests are being cleared to cultivate palm trees, and that has led to a lot of problems. Yeah. Deforestation has a lot of economic and social impact. Environmental, yes, but social impact much worse. Okay. The rest of the choices we don't really need to know too much about this. But Thailand's mentioned there. Thailand is the world's largest producer of, fourth largest producer of palm oil. Indonesia, Malaysia, Nigeria, Thailand. You don't have to write that, but since it's mentioned, I just brought in this. Yeah, Ukraine is in use, so there's not much to discuss there, my friends. Yeah, not this pen. This pen. Should we discuss only the currencies? I'll just tell you. Rinvia is a currency. Indonesia, rupiah. Argentina, peso. Thailand, baht. For a change, we discuss only the currencies. Yeah. Kishore Kumar Das from Bangladesh has been chosen for the Commonwealth Points of Light Award for his exceptional work in improving access to education for children from marginalized backgrounds, poor backgrounds. Okay, that's Bangladesh chap. What's Commonwealth? Commonwealth is a group of nations that were once a part of the British Empire. That's how you look at it. Commonwealth is a group of nations that was once part of the British Empire. So this Commonwealth group of nations, let's say, I hadn't prepared for this because I was just looking at the choices, not this word. But anyway, Commonwealth is a group of nations. It's called Commonwealth Group of Nations, or it is headquartered in London. Commonwealth is headquartered in London, and let me tell you more that its Secretary General is this lady called Patricia Scotland. Patricia Scotland is the Secretary General of the Commonwealth. Okay, I think 54 members make the Commonwealth. 54 members. Yeah. See, considering that there is the mention of Bangladesh, India shares its longest land border with Bangladesh. India's top 3 boundaries, that I always give it that extra stuff. If I find something here, I'll give that extra thing that normally doesn't warrant. That extra stuff may not be important from the question point of view, but what's the harm in learning more? Yeah. Top 3, by length. Top 3 by border length. By border length. 1. Bangladesh. India shares a 4,096 kilometer boundary with Bangladesh. With China, 3,488 kilometers. With Pakistan, 3,310 kilometers. Nokia 3310. That's how you remember it. Okay. Yeah. Then we have Nepal, 1752, Myanmar. Then we have Bhutan. No, yeah, Myanmar, Bhutan. Yes. Then Sri Lanka, zero point 0.1 kilometers. People say. Let's see. At the 2022 Laureus World Sports Awards, who claimed the sportsman, and sportswoman of the year awards, respectively. So, sportsman was Max Verstappen, the 2021. Only in this case, I will give this extra information. Formula One World Champion. 2021 Formula One World Champion. Now, Elaine is from Jamaica. She is an athlete. Jamaica. She's from the West Indian island of Jamaica. Okay. What about the choices? Just the countries, guys. This guy is from the United States. Sindhu, of course, is from India. Yeah. Then we have Naomi Osaka and Hamilton. Hamilton is from the UK, United Kingdom. I don't usually put dots after between the U and K. Today, chalo. Japan, Osaka is from Japan, and in fact, Osaka is a city in Japan. Messi, Argentina. Ashley Barty is an Australian tennis player. Megan Anna is an American footballer. American soccer player. American football is a different game. Soccer. And Djokovic is from Serbia. But we could do one thing. We could take more notes. We could take some more notes about these awards. Laureus 22 World Sports Awards. Because what we have are the names of just 2 award winners, 2 category winners. Let's write more. So ladies and gentlemen, please start writing this. World Team of the Year. World Team of the Year. World Team of the Year dash Italy men's football team. Italy men's football team. Next. Sports person. It's the full category is called world sports person. You don't have to write world all the time. Yeah. Sports person with a disability. Sports person with a disability. So the World Sports Person with a Disability Award went to, let me clear this. Let me first clear this, guys. Marcel Hug. Marcel Hug. Marcel Hug is what we say a wheelchair racing champion. Wheelchair racing champion. Next. Sports icon. Valentino Rossi. Motorcycle racing. Multiple times world champion in MotoGP. You know this bike championship? Yeah, bike racing. Yeah. Valentino Rossi. Motorcycle racing. Next. Lifetime achievement. A guy named an American footballer named Tom Brady. American football, people call it rugby or whatever. Tom Brady. American football. You could write this. American football. Next. Sport for good award. or you can put a dash. I just put all whatever comes to my mind. Okay. This went to an organization called Lost Boys. Lost Boys is an American charity program which has launched, which runs a campaign, which runs a basketball campaign to protect children, vulnerable, from vulnerable families, vulnerable income groups, vulnerable social groups, from slipping into a life of crime, theft, and everything. So they kind of groom players for a better tomorrow. Okay, this is especially basketball. Lost Boys, US. Next, best comeback. Best comeback. Best comeback. Won by Sky Brown. Yeah, that's the name. This is a British Japanese skateboarder. Just 13 years old. Sky Brown. Next, last category, or maybe two categories. This is comeback. Breakthrough. Best breakthrough. Best breakthrough. Best breakthrough. Emma Raducanu. Hey, there is an error. I'm sorry, guys. Raducanu. She is a British tennis player, about 17 something. Yeah, pretty young girl. And she won the US Open this year. Yes, just at the age of 17. US Open women's singles title. She's the defending women's US Open, singles title champion. Okay, last one. For excellent achievement. Right. Robert Lewandowski is a footballer is a captain of the Poland football team. So much to learn, isn't it? No, you don't have to remember all the names, but make an effort. In which country was the world's longest and most complex annual international live fire cyber defense exercise named Lock Shields 2022 held? The answers here. Estonia. This is Estonia. See, this is Estonia, Latvia. You see this country? Latvia, Lithuania. Now, these three countries are together called Baltic states. You could write this. Baltic states. Okay. Baltic states. So the countries of Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania are called Baltic states. Why Baltic? Because see this water body here, it's called Baltic Sea. It has the lowest salinity of all major water bodies in the world. Lowest salinity, lowest salt content in the water body, because it's a landlocked, pretty little fresh, the salt water comes in from the Atlantic Ocean, North Sea and all. At the same time, a lot of rivers which carry fresh water, thousands, lakhs of rivers, they flow into the Baltic Sea. Fresh water lowers the intensity of salt, basically. Okay, it dilutes salt. So why don't we see the capitals are mentioned here, but we could write anyway because they are slightly tough to read from where you are. Maybe sometimes it's difficult. The screen is, if you're using a smaller device, it would be tough. So I would suggest you write the names of the countries. Let's say Estonia. The capital is Tallinn. The prime minister is Kaja Kallas. And the currency is euro. Kaja Kallas. So Kaja Kallas. Next. Let's clear this then. Latvia. These are highly advanced countries, especially Estonia. Latvia. What's the capital? Riga. The prime minister is Krišjānis Kariņš. And the currency is euro. All three have euro currencies. All three Baltic states have. Krišjānis Kariņš is the prime minister. Then Lithuania. Vilnius is the capital. Vilnius. The president, here they have a presidential system. Gitanas Nausėda. Currency is euro. This is Lithuania. So I make some notes here. Back at home, I'll learn more about these countries. Yeah. So a little more about Lithuania. I would like to know. Yeah. Germany, anyway, just write Germany. The capital is Berlin. And the chancellor, they don't have a prime minister. They have a chancellor, Olaf Scholz. This is an extremely cold place, Murmansk. It's in the this is the Arctic Circle. You see this line here? Yeah, this is the Arctic Circle. See, this is Denmark. Our prime minister is in this country. He visited this country yesterday, and this is Faroe Islands, belonging to Denmark. You have Greenland, that also belongs to Denmark. Yeah, the Kingdom of Denmark. Greece. This is Greece. You see this here? This group of islands. They are all Greece. This is continental Greece, and these are group of islands here. Let me clear this. Greece has a prime minister. The capital is Athens. The prime minister is Kyriakos Mitsotakis. And the currency is euro. Enough, yeah. Lot of stuff we discuss. Palli village has become the first panchayat in the country to become carbon neutral, that is fully powered by solar energy. So the amount of carbon it emits is, in fact, it will be very low. It's a village. Yeah. So but it's actually eco-friendly and environment friendly. It's it doesn't use any kind of fossil fuels to generate electricity. It uses solar energy. See there, they have set up all these panels to generate electricity. This is in Samba district. Samba district on the border. Is in Samba district of J&K. Samba district. Okay? So this is a 500 kV plant to generate electricity for the local needs. Just to give you some dope on this, sorry guys. J&K is is a union territory. It has a lieutenant governor. This is the way you spell lieutenant. Lieutenant governor. Lieutenant is lieutenant. Lieu in place of tenant, the right holder. Lieutenant governor. Okay. It is Manoj Sinha. Manoj Sinha. Chalo. Krishnan Ramanujam has recently been appointed chairperson of NASSCOM. He is a senior, TCS executive. He is the head of a business vertical at TCS. NASSCOM is the National Association, you could write this, the National Association of Software and Service Companies. The National Association of Software and Service Companies. Okay. And UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, is headed by Manoj Soni. New chairperson is Manoj Soni. FICCI is a federation, you could write this, Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. The president is Sanjeev Mehta. Sanjeev Mehta. Sanjeev Mehta is the chairperson of Hindustan Unilever Limited. Okay. Next, choice 4. Confederation of Indian Industry. CII is a confederation of Indian industry. Okay. Confederation of Indian Industry. Okay. It is headed by Sanjeev Bajaj. Sanjeev Bajaj. This guy is the head of Bajaj Electricals, if I'm not wrong, and FinServ. ASSOCHAM, Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India. Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry, headed by Sumant Sinha. CMD of Renew Power. Renew, RENEW Power. It's a renewables energy company. Sumant Sinha. Next. With which ministry has the UNDP signed a joint statement of understanding on the localization of sustainable development goals? Well, it's the Ministry of Panchayati Raj, Union Ministry of Panchayati Raj. UNDP, the guy who runs UNDP is Achim Steiner. The head of UNDP is Achim Steiner. He is a Brazilian, if I'm not wrong, German. Brazilian German. And it's headquartered, UNDP is headquartered in New York City. New York City. Panchayati Raj ministry is headed by the same person who heads, rural development ministry. So, PR plus RD, rural development, is headed by Giriraj Singh. Giriraj Singh. What about choice 2? Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. This is called METI in short. Plus Railways plus Communications Ministries. All three are headed by a guy called Ashwini Vaishnav. Ashwini Vaishnav. Ashwini Vaishnav. Okay. Next. Commerce and Industry. External Affairs, sorry. Subramanyam Jayashankar. Next. Ministry of Commerce and Industry is headed by Piyush Goyal. He heads other ministries. Let's ignore for now. Okay. Minority Affairs. Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi. Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi. 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 Whom of the following persons claimed the Menorca Open Chess Tournament in Spain? Dommaraju Gukesh. So he's, I think, India's highest ranked chess player. Yeah. Ramesh Babu Pragnananda, Pentala Harikrishna, all top guys. Robert Golob defeated three-time Prime Minister Janet Jansa to win the Slovenian post. The capital of Slovenia is, where is Slovenia? This is Slovenia. You see this country here? This is Slovenia. So what's the capital mentioned here? Slightly tough from where you could be, where you are. Ljubljana. Okay, yes. Should you be knowing the currency as well? See, this is the capital of Slovenia. Okay, capital. The currency is euro. Slovenia currency is euro. Okay? Now let's look at the choices. Nicosia. See, this is Cyprus. You see this island country here? Cyprus. Or Cyprus, you could call it. No harm. I'll write it here. Cyprus. Capital. See, it's only one of the very few countries in the world whose flag contains a map of the country. If you look at Syria, Cypriot, it's called Cypriot flag, you will find the map of the country. Yeah, I'm greatly interested in these things. It's all fun. Isn't learning fun? Yeah. So the capital of Cyprus is Nicosia. The president is a guy called Nikos. Okay, we will do one thing. We'll just skip the president here. Nikos Anastasiadis is the president, but not right now. There is information overload. Riga, we discussed Latvia a while ago. Latvia. You also mentioned Latvia's president, prime minister is Krišjānis Kariņš. You could look up, go back, look up Krišjānis Kariņš. Currency is euro. Budapest is the capital of, you see this country here, yeah, this country here. This is Hungary. The prime minister is named Viktor Orban. The currency, if you want right currency, extra stuff, forint. Sorry guys. Forint. Okay. Romania, Bucharest. This is Romania. Pretty large country, is on the border with Ukraine. Okay. Yeah. Bucharest is the capital. Romania. If you want the currency, leu. The president here is a guy called Klaus Iohannis. Don't write. At least 168 persons have been killed and 98 injured in clashes between rival groups in the Darfur region in the latest bout of deadly violence. Darfur is in Sudan, West Sudan. I think a few days back I discussed this issue in detail. Maybe in the next class I'll bring this back. This is a region that's pretty much in news all the time. And why? I'll bring this back in a detailed way in the next session. First question, maybe we'll bring this back, okay? But in the meanwhile, Sudan, the capital is Khartoum. You see this Khartoum here? Yeah. Khartoum. And they don't have a president, they have an interim council now, transition council it's called. And the transition council's chairperson is Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. Al-Burhan. Okay, yeah. Abdel Fattah al-Burhan is the chairperson of the Transition Council of Sudan. And the currency of Sudan is pound. Sudanese pound. Sudanese pound. We could discuss one more country that's in news for all the wrong reasons. Ethiopia. You see this country here? Ethiopia. Yeah. Ethiopia's capital is Addis Ababa. That's the capital. The prime minister is Abiy Ahmed Ali. Abiy Ahmed Ali, winner of the Nobel Prize for Peace in 2019. And the currency is BAR. BIRR. Chalo, one more country. Look at choice 2. Eritrea. This is Eritrea. Very dangerous country. Don't go here. Yeah. Yeah. Eritrea's capital is Asmara. Eritrea's capital is Asmara. And the president here is a dictator named Isaias Afwerki. And the currency is Nafka. No, not Nafka, Nakfa. I think I've become dyslexic. Just for fun. What is it? Nakfa. What was I writing? Nakfa. So in Eritrea, you would have to use Nakfa currency. It's a country that's extremely dangerous because of the president. The guy has been there in the presidency, running the presidency for the last 30 years, more than 25 years. Madman. Yeah, chalo. Padma Shri awardee and writer Bina Pani Mohanty passed away recently. She was a legendary Odia writer. I was reading about her, considering that I don't know anything other than English, as far as English is a language that most of us are comfortable with. So I'll just skip the Odia part, and I'll just tell you the names of a couple of books of this famous Odia writer. You could write Kasturi Mriga, one book, Kasturi. I was reading the Wikipedia entry on her, so not much. Kasturi Mriga, and I don't know how to pronounce this. I'll go with the English pronunciation. Pata De. So one book, second book. 18-year-old Carlos Alcaraz Garcia, that's a full name, Garcia, Garfia. 18-year-old Carlos Alcaraz has become the youngest player to enter the top 10 of the Association of Tennis Professional World Rankings. He is from Spain. Currently he is ranked 9th. Current ranking. And he is from Spain. World number 9. Yeah, who is world number 1? World number 1 is Novak Djokovic. World number 1 is Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic. Okay. We could discuss one country here, Venezuela. Just to mention basic details of Venezuela. This is a country in the north of South America. It's on the Atlantic coast. Pretty much is in a quagmire of inflation. Its capital is Caracas. Quagmire, I'll write it here. This is a very difficult word, no? It means quicksand. In Hindi, it's called dal. What is it? Dal. In Telugu, it's called gobi. I know only these things. Okay. So you find out what is the local version. And if you don't know the local, I mean, in your language, let's say you're Bengali and you don't know the name, find out, my friends. That's our job. Okay. Quagmire in English is also called quicksand. I mean, people fall into it, they get sucked in. That's the thing I'm talking about. And in English, quagmire, quicksand. Hindi, dal, Telugu, gobi. Yeah. I'm not a Telugu, but that's a word. The president is a dictator named Nicolas Maduro. And the currency of this country is Boliviano. This country also has a cryptocurrency called Petro cryptocurrency. But it's in very bad shape, very bad shape because of high inflation, extreme high inflation. And if you want to write one more thing, world's largest reserves of petroleum. World's largest reserves of petroleum. Who among the following persons claimed his 10th table tennis men's title at the 83rd Senior National Interstate Table Tennis Championship in Shillong. Shillong, as you know, is the capital of Meghalaya. And Sharat Kamal. This is Sharat Kamal. His current world ranking is 32. And he's won 10 national titles. That's a lot of titles, isn't it? Yes. And you know what? Ping pong is the other name for table tennis. Ping pong. Nice name, na? Ping pong. Just before that, could we write about these countries here? Yeah, we certainly can write about these countries. Yeah. Spain. The capital is Madrid. Madrid is also home to World Tourism Organization. You could write this. Madrid, home to World Tourism Organization. Okay. Next, the Prime Minister of Spain is Pedro Sanchez. The currency is euro. Just one more country. It's been some time since we discussed Argentina. Oh no, Brazil. Argentina, okay. One country. Buenos Aires is the capital. Alberto Fernandez is the president. Currency is peso. You could also write 8th largest country in the world. I am writing in numeric form. 8th largest by area. 7th is India. 8th is this. Little over 27 lakh square kilometers. 8th is this. 9th is Kazakhstan. So we discussed this now. So let's go past this. Which nation will host the 24th Summer Deaf Olympics from May 1st to May 15th, 2022. See, guys, you need to understand that this is held in two installments. This year, this first installment will be in May in Brazil. The second installment will be in October 2022. This will be in Kuala Lumpur, which is the capital of Malaysia. So two installments. This is Olympics for the deaf. Okay, so two installments. Once in Brazil, the first one. The second installment later in October in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Okay. Now this is the logo of Deaf Olympics. Just to give you some dope on the Olympic Games, Summer Olympic Games, 2024 Paris, 2028 Los Angeles, Paris, and then Los Angeles. Okay? Then Winter Olympic Games 2022 Beijing, 2026 Milano Cortina, Italy. After this, nothing's been announced yet. Yeah. J.D. Rimbai, who passed away recently, was a former Chief Minister of Meghalaya. Okay. Who is the current Chief Minister of Meghalaya? Conrad Sangma. Arunachal Pradesh, India's most sparsely populated state, means state with the lowest density of population. Pema Khandu is the Prime Minister, Chief Minister. Tripura, Biplab Dev. Sikkim, Prem Singh Tamang. Mizoram, Zoram Thanga. See, I mistakenly had read instead of Chief Minister, Miss Chief Justice. Yeah, so I'll tell you something. Since it has come about high courts, you know the CGI of India is CJ of India. That is Chief Justice of India is Nuthalapati Venkataramana. Yes. The Supreme Court of India has 33 plus 1 CGI. 33 judges, 1 CGI. So, and the CGI is Nuthalapati Venkataramana. Fair. How many, which is the oldest high court in India? Oldest high court. The oldest high court is Allahabad High Court. You could write this. Not Allahabad. Hey, sorry. Calcutta High Court. I am so sorry. I don't know how I came. Calcutta High Court, July 1st, July 1862. Calcutta High Court. That's where the British government sat now. Calcutta, July 1862. The best part is July 2nd. The best part is after this, two more high courts came same year. Then we had on 14th August 1862 Bombay High Court, and the very next day came the third one, Madras High Court. These three were the presidencies: Bengal Presidency, Bombay Presidency, Madras Presidency. That's why the British wanted to have high courts in these places. Okay. I just mention some extra information. According to the India Patents Report published by NASSCOM, which of the following statements these are correct? All of them are correct, so I'm not going to discuss this. NASSCOM, we mentioned a while ago, has a new chairperson, but it also has a president. Remember the president of NASSCOM, Devjani Ghosh. Devjani Ghosh is a president of NASSCOM. Okay. According to data from the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, what percentage of Indians of legal working age were employed or were looking for jobs in 2021-22? 40%. See, it is also said that 40% of Indian labor force is not actively looking for jobs. A lot of people are not looking for jobs because they are frustrated with finding a job. That's what the report said. It's a private agency. Center for Monitoring Indian Economy is a private company. Now, it's a private organization. It said that people are not getting jobs for a variety of reasons. Pandemic has impacted in a big way. Second, skill set is a major issue. Yeah. Third, somewhere people are just not interested in working. You could read the report. I'm not kidding. And some people find so there are certain hurdles to working also. Like for example, in the case of women, and I was going through the report on this website CMIE. One of the researchers at CMIE says that men would be, a lot of women have dropped out of the workforce in the recent times. A lot of women. Why? One of the reasons is that there has been a great deal of stress. One of the reasons is that women don't like to change trains for a job. Now you may wonder, this is a very chauvinistic statement, but this is from the finding of the report. Okay, not my finding. Like for example, in Mumbai, men would be more willing to change trains to go to a workplace. Women tend not to. Women don't like that. So they find it quite a hassle, especially after the whole day of work at home and everything. So they have dropped out. There are a lot of reasons why people don't get jobs, but remember one thing, friends, we need to equip ourselves with the kinds of skills that the market needs. If if you're an employer and I don't have the skills that you are looking for, would you give me a job? No. It's a very simple thing. I may have a degree, I may have a BA, BCom, BTech, BSc, whatever, but end of the day, if I don't have the kinds of skills that you need, why would you employ me? So it is very important to have knowledge. It is very important to have communicative ability. It is very important to have clarity of purpose. Like, why do I want this job? Source of livelihood, fine, but how would I contribute? My knowledge, my learning will help me contribute better. So let's get that learning. Let's get that knowledge, my friends. Things will be tough. Things always are tough, but we have to work harder, much harder than we are, which you are perfectly capable of doing. Yeah, I strongly believe that we should all work hard to learn, to build a better future for ourselves. Yeah, you can do it. You can always do it. If it were easy, why would you require me to tell you all these things? Huh? See, I've written here Lithuania. Yeah, I'll find out more. Why? Just for fun. I spend 15 minutes, I'll end up learning some good stuff about Lithuania. Yes, I remember that Lithuania and China don't see eye to eye. Why? Because Lithuania has allowed Taiwan to open an embassy in that country, and Taiwan, is not recognized by China. China says Taiwan is a part of our country. By allowing Taiwan to open an embassy in Lithuania, Lithuania is acknowledging that there are two different Chinas, that Taiwan is an independent country. This is against the policy of China, one China policy. So it's either us or Taiwan. So Lithuania said, look, this is a foreign policy decision. No foreign country can influence our decision making. So I know the background stories to all these things. But it is very important to learn. You may not remember the name of the president, what's her name? Gitanas Nauseda. But that's okay, nah? Become comfortable. That's all it is. Becoming comfortable. Okay. Who among the following persons recently acquired Twitter in a $44 billion deal? Elon Musk, as you know, he's a CEO of Tesla, and he's a co-founder and CEO of SpaceX, Space Exploration Company, Space Exploration Corporation. Yeah, he just recently sent 4 astronauts to the US, to the into space, into the International Space Station. He did for NASA, private company sending people up there. Yeah, and this guy, you see, he's a chief scientist also at this company. He's a chief rocket builder. He holds 2 BA degrees, one in political science, one in economics, the other in physics, undergraduate degrees. Yeah, learning makes him different. Yeah. Berkshire Hathaway. Warren Buffett is the chairperson of Berkshire Hathaway, one of the richest persons in the world. He is considered to be the greatest stock investor in the history of the world. He's 91 years old. Even today, he works as long as the same number of hours he used to work about 40 years back, 70 years back. Yes, 91 now. So someone asked him, "What's the secret of your success?" And he said, "I read 500 pages every week. Every week I read 500 pages." See, I wrote here Lithuania. Yeah, 500 pages, blank. So pages like this. He will read 500 pages like this. Think about it. Not blank papers. Yeah. Learning. When you read, you get ideas. Yeah. Bill Gates, he is no longer a board member at Microsoft. He is a Microsoft co-founder. You could write Microsoft co-founder. Jeff Bezos, chairperson of Amazon. Yeah, Donald Trump, former U.S. president, has started a social media company called Truth Social. Truth Social. It's a social media platform like Twitter. Twitter banned him. See, Twitter is seen as a leftist censorship machine. The world over, it is seen as someone, if the leftists, see, by nature, leftists are critical of their opinion. They're critical of others who don't like their opinions. So if I'm a leftist and you don't like my opinion, I'll be very critical. I will try to censor you, whatever you say. So Donald Trump was censored. He has been banned from Twitter. And Twitter talks of freedom, free speech and everything all the time. But that's how it is. Yeah. So sometime I will tell you the story of Twitter, but not today. So Truth Social is a media platform, social media platform started by Donald Trump. Madhav Godbole, by the way, just for information, who started Twitter? There are 4 guys who started Twitter. Noah Glass, that's 1. 2, Bridge Stone. 3, Evan Williams. 4, Jack Dorsey. Twitter, headquartered in San Francisco, US. Current CEO is Parag Agarwal. Okay. These are the 4 co-founders. That's a CEO and that's a head office place. Madhav Godbole was a former Union Home Secretary. I'll not go there. I'll just tell you. The current Attorney General of India is K.K. Venugopal. Comptroller and Auditor General is Girish Chandra Murmu. Girish Chandra Murmu. Which of the following is not true about non-banking financial companies? See, they can't accept demand deposits, no savings, no current accounts are allowed with MPFCs. Okay, they can accept only term deposits like fixed deposits and all that. They're not part of any settlement system. Obviously, if they're not part of the current system, current accounts and everything, they can't be part of a settlement system. Now you need to understand one thing: they're not required to maintain SLR, statutory liquidity ratio, and cash reserve ratio. But is your money, is your deposit with NBFC insured? No, it's not insured. NBFC deposits, chit fund deposits and all are not insured under DICGC. What is DICGC? Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation of India. Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation of India. Up to 5 lakh of your deposits, 5 lakh of your deposit money is insured with DICGC. So even the bank goes down, closes doors, up to 5 lakh of your money is insured. It won't go. It is safe. It is safe. Okay. So the Institute for Development and Research in Banking Technology is in Hyderabad, my city, and it was established by the Reserve Bank of India. IDRBT is in Hyderabad, established by the Reserve Bank of India. You know, the Reserve Bank of India is run by Shaktikanta Das, Governor Shaktikanta Das. State Bank of India, just by the way, RBI was established in 1934-35, established 1934-35, nationalized 1949, nationalized in 1949. Okay, then head office in Mumbai, nicknamed Mint Street, Then State Bank of India, Dinesh Khara, he is the chairperson. NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, headed by Chintala Govindarajulu. Chintala Govindarajulu. National Housing Bank Board, whatever. National Housing Bank. Sharda Kumar Hota, chairperson. Sharda Kumar Hota or Hota. NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India. National Payments Corporation of India. National Payments Corporation of India. It runs the UPI system and all that stuff. Yeah. The MD is, the CEO and MD is Dilip Asbe. Dilip Asbe. So it's the MyBop of the payment systems in India, retail payment systems in India like UPI. Dilip Asbe. Balfakram, a national park, is in Meghalaya. See, there's a very small entry I found on this. Balfakram means land of the eternal wind. Nice, na? Land of the eternal wind. That's the meaning of the name. Eternal wind. That's the meaning of this. It's in Meghalaya. What about Tamil Nadu? Tamil Nadu is home to Mudumalai National Park. Mudumalai, you can say. Mudumalai or Mudumalai National Park. India's second oldest national park. Second oldest national park. Second oldest national park. This is second oldest. 1940 it was established. 1940. Now you may wonder if this is the second oldest, which is the oldest. The oldest, my friends, is the Corbett National Park. Corbett National Park in Uttarakhand. was started in 1936. But when it was started, it was called Haley National Park. Haley National Park. So the India's oldest national park is Corbett National Park, set up in 1936 as Haley National Park. Okay. Coming to the choices, Arunachal Pradesh, Namdapa National Park. Namdapa National Park. Namdapa National Park is India's easternmost national park. Easternmost national park. Maharashtra, you could write Tadoba. Tadoba National Park. Bihar, Valmiki. Valmiki National Park. Plenty of stuff here also. Yeah. Especially a point on the right. Mudumalai, second oldest. Yeah. Is Corbett. Next. Thank you for being here. That's all from Bharat Singh Jain. Have a lot of fun. Stay curious.